does it take to be a hypergrowth company? Listen, when I was a little kid, we used to always drive by these mansions. And every time we would drive by these mansions, I would just wonder,
How did you get that?
and maybe for you, the gap between what your business is currently doing and what you know that it could be doing has you looking at the metaphorical mansions of hypergrowth companies and wondering,
How did you get that?
and you're actually not alone. We wondered the exact same thing when we were struggling with hit or miss results.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Lean Labs founder Kevin Barber actually started Lean Labs after working as a website development shop for about a decade. Now, building over 100 websites, he did get some wins. About 5 of his websites actually gained 7 figures. 2 even gained 8 figures. But avoiding the temptation to start recording YouTube ads from his garage about how he had built 8-figure websites, he just did the math. 93% of the websites that he built did not substantially grow the businesses. Clients love the websites, they love the level of service, but the fact is a website should not cost you money. It should make you money. It should be your organization's top salesperson. So just making pretty websites was not a service that he was willing to provide anymore. Plus, the fact is, a lot of companies don't have a plan to drive traffic or sales through their websites. So with no plan and no traffic and no data to tweak and tune, then definitely there are no results. So Kevin actually decided to do something about it. Enter 2013, Lean Labs is born. See, we would focus on not just being website builders, but growth strategists and focus on driving the traffic that these sites needed. But to be honest, after some time, and frustratingly so, we begin to see similar hit or miss results. A dozen or so clients were seeing 10x, some were even seeing 20x growth through their website, because we're not just driving the website, but we were also driving traffic to the website. But others still struggle. And we were just trying to figure out what is the difference. And as much as I would like to say that it all clicked in a moment, it didn't. But at least now we had the data. So here's what we did. And it took questioning everything. Kevin joined every mastermind he could, from HubSpot to ClickFunnels to Digital Marketer, and read every book he could to figure out what hypergrowth companies did to get their initial momentum so he could reverse engineer it for his clients. And he started to see the pattern.
Basically, the goal is to earn or buy your way in to understanding what people who have the result that you want did in order to get to where they are. Not necessarily what they're doing today. And I think that was the biggest aha for me. It's not what a company does as a $500 million company or a $5 billion company. It's what did they do to get their initial momentum to get there? And what did that look like? And it's only once I started asking those questions and getting those answers did I realize how to repeat it for our clients.
See, most non-hypergrowth companies, us included at the time, naively think that if we just have a great solution and have a great website and send a lot of traffic to that website, then everything would take care of itself. But the fact is, you need more than traffic and leads. As many people as you want can download your PDFs and watch your gated content all day and still never become opportunities for sales. At the end of the day, we had to understand what these companies were doing differently. And what we saw is they didn't just launch some pages and expect them to work and start shifting their focus to traffic and leads. They actually did this thing that we call validating your go-to-market. And they did it fast, and they tested it, and they tuned it. And when they knew that it was right, that's when they launched their campaigns. They weren't guessing what might work. They validated it quickly, and they knew that it would work. And that's when they hit the gas. So let me show you how this works. Because too many companies are approaching their marketing efforts being blinded by how they see themselves, not realizing how you see you is not how the market sees you. I call this the my dog doesn't bite syndrome. See me, I'm not a big fan of dogs, okay? And whenever I go to somebody's house and their 8-foot Alaskan Husky comes charging at me, you know what they always say? Don't worry, he doesn't bite. Okay, that's great. You may feel that way because this is just your little pup and you raised him to be a sweet old dog, but I don't feel that way about little Goliath. I haven't had those experiences. So I'm reacting based on my own experiences and knowledge, not yours. And see, this This is what a lot of brands do. We assume that people feel the same way about our product and service as we do, and that's just not the case. So you're working under this faulty assumption that all potential clients need to do is see it, and as long as it's the right price, they're sold. No, hypergrowth companies don't approach their marketing like everyone is ready to buy. Instead, they dial in the go-to-market. And so we had to do the same. We had to focus on the first step of our go-to-market strategy, which is to slow down, polish, and refine and perfect our positioning and differentiation into a tested and proven magnetic message that our target audience paid attention to. There's no need to drive more traffic into mediocre messaging that misses in a cold market. Next, we had to focus on our conversion points. We tweaked, tested, and tuned the key conversion points that drive sales qualified leads, so we're acquiring customers profitably from marketing. And we did this intentionally on a small scale to prove that it works. And by proof, I mean we were driving 6 figures in new net revenue. Plus, not only did we prove that we were ready for marketing, but we had also driven the revenue to pay for it. Oftentimes, we were just 6 to 8 weeks away, and we had a proven result. Only now do we take what we learn and revamp our messaging and elevate our website and ramp up our top performing channels. We have a proven, profitable growth system, and we hit the gas. See, when a hypergrowth company rolls out a significant campaign, they're not guessing, and neither should you be. See, their overnight success actually followed a few steps that you didn't see. And what so many companies miss is that they're betting 6 figures on a website or marketing campaign, hoping to win in some kind of marketplace lottery, only to realize that those gambles and bets didn't pay off. Instead, what they should be doing is applying go-to-market principles that have helped differentiate hypergrowth companies into a marketplace and build their brands. We often joke that what we really sell here is patience, right? Because just a few weeks of dialing in your go-to-market is what takes you from gambling on growth to a proven and profitable marketing that you can scale. And with this, we've helped companies not only drive growth and profit, but also fund their innovation and expansion, impacting the lives of their team, their company, and ultimately becoming leaders in their space. And that's what a company is built to do. Now, we've actually decided to package these insights and give them to anyone who's interested. It's our growth team playbook. It's the things that we have learned and have allowed us to 10x our revenue and do the same for clients. Look, whether you hire us or not, we want you to have and take the right steps in the right order to drive growth. Just click in the link below to grab your copy.